Hey guys, this is Jen DeLeon with Dash Radio, and today I have Jake Miller here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Congrats on the project.
Thank you so much.
Released today.
Yeah.
And now we have to air it today because I usually pre-record. So based on a true story, I just listened to the whole project. So what I like to do with projects is I don't like talking about the music, but I'm going to get really dived into the actual meaning behind it. So first I have to say, look, we're going to start with Skinny Dip. When I looked at the track list, I'm like, does he have a song like completely about skinny dipping? And I'm like, okay, let me play it. But I realized it's a way bigger meaning, and it's actually really fucking sad.
Thank you.
Really sad.
It is sad. It is sad.
Yeah. So then I realized it really, when artists have album titles, it's not literally the album title, but I realized all your songs really were true stories of what had happened in your relationships and your love life. So, okay, first one, Skinny Dip. So you talk about the skinny dipping moment was just this thing with this girl, but that's when you realize stuff. But what I really liked about it is you said you pretty much, what's the point in trying to grow up so fast? So what was something maybe when you were younger, when you were like, I can't wait to grow up, or if it was, I can't wait to be 18, I can't wait to be 21 to drink, and then you realize like, wait, I don't want to grow up anymore.
For sure. Yeah, that's kind of the trap that I think we all fall into. We all want to grow up, and then once we do, we're like, what the hell are we doing? Like those are the good old days. And I think ever since I started writing music like 8 years ago, my favorite theme to write about has always been like nostalgia. And just like, I'm kind of obsessed with like remembering the good old days when we were like young and biking around the neighborhood. And that song Skinny Dip is less about like an ex and more just about growing up, like what you said. There's a line that's, I think, exactly what you said. It was, growing up is hard, so what's the rush? I wish I could tell the younger us that growing up is hard, so what's the rush? And, Skinny Dip is kind of just like a metaphor for like when you're jumping in a pool naked, it's just like you give no fucks. Like you have no cares in the world. And it's really less about the actual act of skinny dipping and more just a metaphor for not caring about anything.
Well, that's why I liked it, because again, I just looked at it and I'm like, which one am I going to start with? Because I know you're supposed to go from beginning to end, but I'm like, you know what, let me start with that. So you said you started writing 8 years ago. So what would you tell 8 years ago, Jake, and that lesson that you wish you knew 8 years ago?
I think just to kind of slow down and soak in the moment. I think when you're a kid, you're just, I don't think you understand how good you have it, like life hasn't,
simple it is?
Yeah, life hasn't set in yet. You don't have a job. You just go to school every day. You have friends, like you go to parties, like that's it. So just like enjoy it. And it might seem like, I can't wait to get a car. I can't wait to go to college. I can't wait to move out of my parents' house. But then you're gonna be like, damn, I miss my parents. Or, damn, I got car bills to pay.
Exactly. I was going to ask you, what's the main thing you hate about adult life?
Adult life?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Bills.
Okay, I think the fact that your real friends start to kind of weed out.
I love that, because in high school it was always like, oh, here's the popular kids, here's that, and then people cared so much about popularity and being friends with everyone, and then you don't realize as you get older, like how many like real friends do you have? Like 3?
I have like 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can count it on one hand, and then that's what you learn.
That's something that kind of when I don't know if like back when I was in middle school and like a young kid, if I had a lot of really good friends or it just seemed like that, or like I just wasn't really paying attention to who's a genuine friend and who's just someone that I kind of see in the hall. But as you grow up, you start to lose touch with people and you start to go separate ways, living separate lives, and you start to realize, damn, I don't have that many friends, but the ones that I have are really great. So, that's kind of a good and bad part of growing up, because it starts to really make you realize how important really great people are and to have them in your life.
Keep your circle small.
For sure.
Next one, Nikes. So I thought this was funny because you've seen memes of people saying like, oh, when he hits you because you left your bobby pin. Have you seen that meme? Okay, so when I heard this, that's what I thought of right away. I'm like, Nikes. I'm like, Nikes is different. What's something that someone has left at your place and you knew that was something they could totally live without, but they still try to ask for it anyway?
Well, I mean, I really did have somebody's Nikes.
Well, no, I know that, but was there something even like something small, like if it was like
like a phone charger?
Okay, phone charger. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, like I left my phone charger. Go get a new one. It's like $10. What do you want to do? Meet back up?
Have you ever left anything important at somebody's place, but you couldn't. It was just awkward.
Too
Where you're
awkward.
like, damn, I can't go back and get my favorite shirt
I don't think
back.
so.
That's
I'm a
good.
pretty organized OCD person.
Okay.
I don't really go too many places with anything more than just phone, wallet, keys.
That's interesting. What are some of your other OCDs?
I always have like Listerine strips on me.
Okay.
99% of the time. I always have a little sample of cologne on me that I could literally just spray.
What sample do you have on you?
They're always different. So look, it's a life hack. You walk into Nordstrom's, you go to the cologne section.
Oh, the samples.
Yeah, like the sample, like actual spray bottles, but they're like this big.
Okay.
You can put them in your pocket, and you say, hey, I like going out, with these samples. Can you give me like them in bulk? And they're all free. So they'll just go back and like give you like a bag of like, 50 of these.
Damn,
And each one lasts
really-
like 3 weeks.
I was gonna say, how big is like the actual ounces to equal like the whole bottle? Because cologne's expensive.
For sure. No,
Like,
they
for a
definitely give you
bottle?
like hundreds of dollars worth of free cologne without knowing. So it's a good life
Damn.
hack. You should try it.
No, I'm really going to go to the mall right now.
You should.
And be like,
Go to the
which
one at the Grove.
I'm
The
gonna
one
go
at the
and be
Grove
like,
always does
which
it.
one do you guys recommend for me? Can you give me like 10
Yeah.
different samples and I'll come back tomorrow?
For
And I'll
sure.
never
I really
come
got to
back.
try it out before
I'll
I can
never
commit.
come back.
Yeah, exactly.
What are some of your other OCDs though? That's interesting. So Listerine,
Yeah.
cologne sample.
I think starting my day off right is always big for me because it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day. So I'll wake up, immediately I'll make my bed, I'll open the blinds, I'll turn some like jazz music on, and I'll just like kind of get myself in the mindset of like, okay, cool, you're gonna have a good day.
Okay.
Let's be positive, So like that, the first like 30 minutes that I'm waking up, I'm really OCD just about being clean and productive. And
That's really good.
Yeah.
I need to work on that. I'm like
It's
rushing
important.
out of. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
there's a million things to do. So my bed is definitely not made right now.
Oh,
For anyone.
that gives me OCD just thinking about your room.
Do you have OCDs when it comes to other people though? Because you said your
Not really.
personal ones, but like I hate when my doors are open.
No, I don't really care about that.
Oh, see, but do you have anything like that? Like mine's a weird one, but I think I watch too many scary movies where I'm like, I just don't want to look out my door or see, even though I know it's just my
I can
kitchen.
understand that. My weirdest OCD thing is that my phone always has to be like completely clean of things. Like no red notifications.
Okay, so I have that, but what about with your photo album? Because mine, I hate if it says like, okay, I have a lot. It says like 11,472.
Oh my God.
I have to erase that to 400. Everything has to be like
Even?
at 0 and even.
Oh,
on
I don't
my
have it
notes.
like that.
No,
I just
mine's bad.
kind of delete the pictures that I don't want. Like knowing that
Okay.
I have like pictures on my camera roll that are just taking up space that I can delete, I have to delete them.
So then for your notifications though, because mine, I definitely have red notifications. Like, do you actually really read all those texts?
Sometimes I'll just open it just to get rid of the red, and then I'll forget to text them back. I'm really bad at texting people back.
So am I.
Yeah, like people close to me know that. Like I've gotten in fights with people because I'm like, I promise it's not personal.
And you know what I hate when people, if you get like a bunch of question marks where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
why aren't you answering? I'm like, I'm just busy. Like, I don't know. But I turned off my notifications so it doesn't even pop up on
really?
like my home screen.
Oh, then you're never gonna text people back.
Yeah, no, I'm really bad.
Yeah.
Like well, it wasn't that it was a text, but someone called me out like 2 weeks ago. It was a work thing, and she's like, I called her back like 2 weeks later. But
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. She's like, you're a hard person to get a hold of. I'm like, I'm really not. It was just low priority what you need. It was someone that it was like, I don't.
At least you're honest.
You know,
Damn.
no, I'm brutally like honest.
You're
but
just
no.
low priority. Sorry.
Yeah. So no, that's crazy. So you just read. Well, you don't even read it really.
Sometimes I do.
Click it. So no notifications if I just hit your phone and check.
I mean, right now there are because I'm getting texts while we're doing this. But
Next one, wait for you. So
Yeah.
again, this whole project just got me all in my feelings. 'Cause everything was sad. I'm like, okay, so wait for you. There's two things I need to ask. One, that's great that you were talking about. I'll wait for you because like it's this perfect person. You'll wait forever. And then through the song, I'm like, okay, but how long do you really wait for a person? And then you talk about, okay, now I'm getting impatient. But
Yeah.
so I'm going to ask you, what's the longest somebody should wait for a person? Doesn't have to be you. It could be
depends.
anybody.
Depends how much you love them. Depends how much you think that they're worth it. And obviously, if you think you're wasting your time, then you should probably give up and move on and go find somebody else. But if the other person is kind of going through something or just like not in the right mindset to be in a relationship, then it's like give them time, and you'll be waiting for them on the other side when kind of the smoke clears and stuff like that. And so it just kind of depends. How much are you waiting for somebody?
No.
Are you asking for advice? Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm asking you to give other people advice. I've been there before.
Well, this song was actually the reason I wrote this song was because it wasn't about me actually. It was about somebody that I know who doesn't want to get named in any interview. They told me a million times. But
mysterious,
yeah, very mysterious
woman.
But and this was kind of my advice. Like, if you really think they're the right person, wait for them.
Yeah, no, but I like that because you explained why they're waiting.
Yeah.
It was, the person's just trying to heal from something, which is great because if you date someone, it's not fair to yourself and the other person if you're not ready and you don't heal yourself. Sure. But then the different aspect of it, like you said, you asked me that. I have been in that position in the past but that wasn't the case where it was like, oh, this person's just trying to heal from something.
Right.
This person
they just want to have their fun.
Yeah. So that's why
fuck that.
I was like, you
gotta keep it moving then.
With that. So that's my advice for people too. So only wait if it's right.
If it's right.
London Lights. So I like this, but I don't have a question necessarily about the concept of the song. But what are your favorite things to do in London? I've never been. So
there was this amazing club called Sketch. It wasn't like, as much like a club.
That sounds like a sketchy club.
It wasn't sketchy.
Like a sketchy place.
It was super high end. I went with my parents. It wasn't like, I mean, there is a club, but it's like more of like a Soho House lounge vibe. It's beautiful.
Yes.
I really love that. We went on the London Eye.
Okay.
The Ferris wheel.
How big is that thing? I mean,
it's massive.
Pictures, but it's
massive.
Okay.
I think like each like gondola thing is like the size of this room.
I was like, is that what that's called? I didn't know. I just
gondola?
thought it was like the seats.
Maybe.
No.
I
would never say that. I'd be like the carts or the seats on the Ferris wheel.
I've only been to London twice or maybe 3 times, but yeah. That song was really fun to make.
It was a fun. I was like, okay, this one's not as sad.
It's honestly not inspired by a true story. It was just we just wanted to make like a funky Bruno Mars, Justin Timberlake type song.
So you brought up, even in the last song, you said like that wasn't even about you. So have you ever had, because great writing, like great songs. So have you ever had it, like you said, this last person said, no, don't like drop my name. Have you ever had people say like, I knew this was about me, or like, wait, was this about me? And then do you ever think like, wait, I can't do this because then this person's going to think it's
I never limit my writing, and I'll never limit my songwriting based on what I think like an ex will feel.
Okay.
Or, will somebody get offended? Like these are just songs.
That's what I was going to say, but it's not even all your songs are positive. Yeah. Usually when you hear...
Yeah, I'm never like talking shit about it, girl.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, he probably doesn't have that, but it's still interesting. Like,
it's definitely interesting. I always listen to my songs when I'm done and think like, oh, this person is definitely going to hear it and she's definitely going to think that it's about her. But some songs are just not about people.
And I'm going to delete the notification and not text back.
No.
Okay, a few more. So nobody else. Describe like your perfect woman, because this was about just,
my perfect woman, is that what you said? Sense of humor for sure is very important. Somebody who loves their family as much as I do and just values, the things that I value. Someone who is a fan of my music. If you don't like my music, then we can't.
Okay, wait. Let's pause right there. When you say a fan of my music,
not like a fan.
Yeah, I was going to say like.
But like, she's got to like my music.
Okay, so would you? See, I've always wondered that too with artists, because I've worked with a lot of them. Like, how do you trust people? Because like, what if they're a fan of you because of that? But would you rather someone not know who you were before, and then they're like, oh, I like your music, and I just heard it for the first time? Or would that be weird if she was like, oh, I've been following you for years. Yes, I've been following you for years, and I love your music, but I love my family.
That's tough.
And I have a sister.
That's tough, because I'm sure there are a lot of girls out there that I would, gel with perfectly who have been fans of my music for 5 years, but it's like they know too much about me. They have a head start, they've seen tweets, they've seen me go through ups and downs, and they've seen interviews. Like they know too much. So it's like, I don't think I'd be able to date somebody like that. I would rather have somebody who, I don't know much about them, they don't know much about me, and we kind of just learn together.
Have you had any like creepy like fan story?
Oh my God.
I want to hear at least like one. We don't have to say like names and like handles.
Some girl tried to trick me into adopting her.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So like you just were supposed to be dad?
Yeah, I was about to be a dad.
What do you mean try to trick you into?
So I signed an adoption paper not knowing it was an adoption paper.
So what did the paper say?
It just looked like Scrabble. Like it was dark after a show, and it was like after my show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was like a line of fans outside my tour bus, and I was gonna try to go real quick and just take quick selfies with everybody. It was loud, dark. Everyone was screaming and taking pictures, and some girl puts this paper in my face. It looks like homework or something. And I sign it real quick, and then I keep going down the line, and another fan tells me like, you just signed an adoption paper, blah, blah, blah. And so I call my manager over, he shines a flashlight. there was like other signatures on it, like doctors, lawyers. Like it looked superficial. I don't know if it was, but it looked superficial. And he ripped it up. She started hysterically crying. It was bad. It was weird.
You're about to have I guess a real daughter.
For sure. That was about to be my daughter. Weird. I could go on and on about weird stories.
Wait, I'm sorry. Like I wasn't expecting that. I thought you were gonna say like, oh yeah, someone just showed up on my tour bus or like jumped outside.
Oh, that's happened a million times.
No, I know, but so that's what I thought you were going to say. Not someone trying to trick me.
Some people sometimes show up not even at my hotel, but in front of my hotel room, and they'll just like slip notes under my door in my hotel room.
But it's like the creepy. Are you like quiet? Like, oh no, turn off all my lights so I don't make movement.
Oh
What's like the creepiest note?
No, it's always just like, I had so much fun tonight at the show. Please love me. Please follow me on Twitter. I'm like, I'm trying to go to sleep. Yeah. Oh, I think there's a boundary between like, obviously that stuff is nice, but it's like I'm a human being.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just need to.
Creepy. Like that's creepy. You're being nice about it. That's creepy. Yeah. No one's gonna.
No, it is creepy.
Well, then because it's also like how'd you even know? Like okay, I can understand figuring out like okay, they're at this hotel because tour buses, but like to figure out the exact room, or are they sliding notes under like every door until you find it? But the adoption thing is probably the funniest. I'm sorry to laugh, but that's like
no, I think it's funny too.
It's funny, but it's like that's fucked up.
It's very fucked up.
And that she,
but it's funny. It makes for a good story.
No, and that's just like that needs to be on your next based on a true story part 2.
For sure.
Can we do like a based on a true story like I don't know. You know how they have like the blooper version? Like, can we do that?
Okay.
And then I'm an executive producer. I'm like, no, talk to them about the fans. It'll be everything inspired from the interview.
Down.
Okay, last one. What if you fell in love?
Yeah.
So 2 questions on this. The song starts about how you had this dream that this person, I think it was that she got married or she got engaged or something. But have you ever had a dream, not relationship-wise, but just any dream in general where you had it and then it actually happened and then it just freaked you out because it happened?
No, I'm a big believer in like, my dad taught me growing up, it's a stupid superstition thing, but like if you have a bad dream, you have to tell somebody. Is that like a known thing or is that just like?
That's not a known thing, but now it is.
If you have a bad dream, you're supposed to like say it out loud and tell somebody that you had it so it doesn't come true. And so I do that all the time. So when I have bad dreams, I like immediately be like, Dad, I had this dream.
I was going to say, who do you tell? I just
like my dad.
Don't tell me that.
No, I'll just like tweet it every time I have a bad dream. No. And he'll be like, okay, good. Well, now it's not going to come true. And so, I don't really have too many weird dreams. They're always like just kind of.
Have you heard of Dream Moods?
Have I what?
Dreammoods.com.
No.
Every time I talk about, you need to look it up.
Does it explain your dreams?
Yeah, but it's not like generic, like, oh no. Like, okay, so if like you have a dream you're pregnant, it's not like, oh, you're about to have a baby. It's actually like, it kind of fucks with your head because
so when I was in psychology in high school, I would always come to school with my dreams written down, and I would go to my teacher and be like, "What does this mean?"
Okay, well, Dream Moods will tell you. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, wow. So, okay, what's like one dream you had recently? But it could be like you saw a bear or like headphones. That's how specific it is, and it'll freak you out.
That's weird.
You might not want it, but if your dad told you this,
I mean, the dream that I can remember that I have all the time is that I'm running like in a field from something.
Okay, so I'm going to put running. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And I have no affiliation with this. We just talked about dreams, and I love telling people
all you have to say is running, and they'll tell you what the dream's about.
And I'm going to read. No, but when I read
what if I told you I was running in the Olympics?
Okay, well, but I can type Olympics. So were you running in the Olympics?
No, I was running from something. It was like I was running from something, and I fell, and I couldn't get up, and my legs wouldn't work. And I always have that dream.
That's scary.
And then it like gets closer and closer. No.
Okay, I was going to say.
Dad, I had the dream again.
I'm going to look up running. Okay, there's a lot of words with R. No, it's going to really creep you out, especially if it's true. You don't have to tell us if it's true, but I'm going to just give you an example. Okay, this is a long-ass explanation. Running. To dream that you are running away from someone indicates an issue that you are trying to avoid. You are not taking or accepting responsibility for your actions. In particular, if you are running from an attacker or any danger, then it suggests that you are not facing and confronting your fears. To dream that something or someone is running towards you refers to your willingness to confront any situation head on. You need to analyze the significance of what is running towards you. If you are the one running towards someone or something, then it refers to your determination to go after what you want. Consider who or what you are running towards for additional analysis. To dream that you are trying to run but cannot make your feet move as fast as you want them to signifies lack of self-confidence. It may also reflect your actual state of REM paralysis during the dream state. To dream that you are running alone refers to your determination and motivation in the pursuit of your goals. You will find success and rise above those around you. Alternatively, the dream may mean you need to hurry up in making a decision. The dream that you are running with someone signifies cooperation. Isn't that creepy?
That's crazy.
So any of that might be true. So now when you write your dreams, you have to go on dreams and be like, what the hell does this mean? So before I let you go, what last piece of advice do you have for life, or for relationships? Life? Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a big question.
Yes.
That's like the biggest question I could ask. I would say the biggest lesson that I've learned in music, in my career, is kind of, if you want something done, do it yourself. Don't rely on other people. I've been through a lot of ups and downs. I've had record labels drop me. I've had managers leave me. And a lot of, throughout the process, I've kind of given up like the steering wheel of the ship to, a big record label, because I figure, okay, they know what they're doing. So I'm going to let them kind of step in and take control. And then, the music doesn't connect with people the way it does, the way it should, and just stuff like that. So I've learned how to produce my own music. I've learned how to write it all, mix it, master it. I do it all now by myself, just because I know that that's the only way that the music is really going to connect with people, and it's going to connect with me. And so if you want something done right, do it yourself. Learn. You can learn anything on YouTube in 30 minutes. That's another lesson that's very valuable. Literally, you can learn anything on YouTube.
What's the last thing you looked up on YouTube?
How to play piano.
How to play piano?
I'm like a pro at piano now, and I just started playing like a year ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
I really wish we had a piano here.
So I would shred. In terms of life, my dad has always just told me, be a good person and good things happen to you. That's just like my mantra that I live by. That's really it.
Shout out your dad. I feel
shout out my dad.
He gives you a lot of
He does. He gives me a lot of good advice.
And based on a true story, produced by Dad Miller.
Produced by Bruce. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for your time. And congratulations on the project and everything.
Appreciate it.